channel. Okay, so today's video is gonna be like a little girl to girl talk, or maybe a girl to guy talk. I don't know, whoever you guys are, but this is about my relationship, about long distance relationship. And I am not really gonna get into detail about my relationship because, like I said before in my previous videos, my relationship is right now at the moment very private because that's what my significant other wants, and I have to respect what my significant other desires and wants because that is part of our life. And if he wants to keep it private and not want to let the whole world know what our life, our business, our relationship is, and that's how it's gonna be. So this is just a quick advice video for you guys. So what I've been learning with this relationship and what I feel like I need to share with you guys. So there's like, this is like a pretty much a quick tip video, quick little advice, mostly made for girls to girl, or you know, even guys if you guys are watching. But honestly, I'm gonna be straight up blunt with you guys. Long distance is hard. It is 100% hard. I've known some people, like my last two previous roommates were in long distance relationships, and they made it seem so easy, especially the last one that I had. She made it super, like, she made it look super easy. He was actually across country, just like my status with my relationship. I live in Florida and my significant other lives in California. And my previous roommate, my recent one, she also lived in Florida, but her boyfriend lived in Nevada. And their relationship was actually, like, I seemed to like, wow, like, this is my type of relationship that I want to be at. Like, I admired and I looked up to her relationship. Long story short about her relationship, they made it work for a couple of years, and now she's officially like moved to where he's at, to the States. So now she's across country with her significant other, and that's where me and my significant other wants to get at in the next year and a half. Hopefully by the time I'm done with school in December of 2021, I will be hopefully living in California with my significant other. That's the plans, those are the goals, so wish us luck with that. But it is a very hard thing to do. It is a challenge. Let's get that straight. Some people will make it look easy, and some people will actually can make it work, because whether, you know, they know they can understand the foundations of a relationship, or they can understand each other, or they probably are the same characteristics, you know. So not every relationship is the same. Every relationship is different. Every person is different. So with my significant other, one of it, we're the same zodiac sign. Yeah, we're literally we go by 2 years apart, but our birthdays are in February, and mine is the 6th, his is the 9th. So we're like 3 days apart on birthdays, 2 years and 3 days apart, I guess you can say, something like that. I don't know. So we crash a lot when it comes to a lot of disagreements, a lot of like jealousy. Like, we will crash big time, and I want to say it's because we're the same zodiac sign. So me and him, we put in each other's, like, we try to at least put in each other's position, because if I do something wrong or something that he might not seem that it's okay, but I think it's okay, he will come at me and tell me, well, think about it this way, how would you feel, you know, and blank. So then I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me think of it like that. Yeah, I see where he's coming from, because then I wouldn't like it either. So I don't do that a lot. I really don't. And I feel like that's the first thing someone should really understand in a relationship, especially in a long distance. Like, if you think it's okay, but think about it the other way. How would you feel if your significant other is doing this, and that? Or if your significant other, you know, like, how would you feel? Like, think about it, not just yourself. Because in this place, I kind of low-key think, okay, I'm being selfish and I'm not thinking about my significant other's feelings. So that's one. That's my first tip. My second tip in the relationship, especially in a long distance relationship, is you always, and this is so important, like, I cannot like tell you how much this is important. Like, you always have to communicate within each other. Always. And I'm still learning how to communicate with my relationship, and he's still learning how to communicate with me too. But communication is key. Like, you cannot be afraid to express yourself. Like, that's super important. It is really, really important. If something is bothering you, you have to speak up, and it goes both ways. He will actually tell me what bothers him, but with him, like he will tell me like when it's like getting to the point where he's like overthinking, or he's like upset and very mad, but he doesn't tell me like sometimes like right there and then, or sometimes he will, you know. So that all depends, but communication is really, really important. I like to express myself a lot, but the thing about me is sometimes I get really emotional when I shouldn't be too emotional, because like I overthink also, because I make it feel like it's super hard to deal with this relationship because we're so far away. We're thousands of miles away because we're long distance, we're across country. So I feel like it's okay, he can't see me every day, so I feel like this is gonna happen, this is what's gonna go down when he goes out to drink with his boys, and you know, so I make it seem more than what it is, and that's not okay. So I like to overthink a lot, and that's not okay. So I'm learning how to stop overthinking. I'm learning how to trust my significant other, and that's the third point. You have to learn how to trust them, because if you do not trust your significant other, you guys are just gonna have so many arguments. You guys are gonna be arguing back to back like dog and cat. Like, it's insane, and that's not okay, because again, the overthinking starts coming in, the jealousy issues, the negative thoughts, like, you know. So you always need to learn how to trust, even if it's like, how can I say, even show him that you can trust him, even though you don't want to trust him or her. Just show him, be like, okay babe, have a good time, you know, blah 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 blah. Or but just show that, even though it's like hurting you, because sometimes it hurts me and I want to scream and I'm like, oh, what is he doing, like, you know. But that's what you have to do. You just have to like show it. So the more you say I trust my significant other, the more you're going to trust your significant other. My next tip is going to be especially when your significant other goes out a lot. I'm not the type of person that goes out a lot. I'm always kind of in home, like in my bed, on my phone, or doing my homework or something. Like, I don't really go out a lot. If I go out, it's because I'm shopping, and I'm shopping for my house, to be honest. So with him, like, he likes to have his boy time. So whether it's like going out to a bar and drinking with his homeboys, which I've met. So yeah, like, they always say hi to me. Like, I'll talk to him on the phone or on FaceTime. I'll be like, hey, X, Y, and Z. You know, like, I'll say, hey, go, how are you, bye. But I'm the type of person, like, I'm very consistent. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you not texting back? You know? And that's not okay. I'm still learning how to, like, control that. And am in that process. And you have to give him space. So, yeah. Like, if you really see this person in your future, like, you see him like this is the love of your life, this is like the person you're gonna marry, then you need to learn how to trust them. And that's where I'm learning still till this day. I'm learning, like, okay, he's hanging out with his boys, I need to give him space, or you need to give her space, because that's all she wants. She wants to relax her mind and, you know, not think about the hard, stressful day they had at work or at home. Like, you know, you'll never know their situation. Like, your significant other could tell you what's going on, but you, as their significant other, you need to let them refresh their mind and let them have their boy or girl time. And he does that with me. He wants to give me girl time, but like I said before, I'm not a big person of going out. Like, I'm an extrovert, but not too much of an extrovert. My significant other, he is an extrovert. Like, he will have fun. He will go out and talk to his friends. He will chill with his homeboys. You know, even when he's at home playing Call of Duty, he will be on the little, like, microphone, and he's still talking to his own boys, like, playing with his homeboys. So that's the type of person he is. I'm also an extrovert, but not that much to that level as he is. And then my other point is how to keep a relationship strong. So we have the trust, we have the communication, we have, like, respecting each other. So, right? So now we need to understand, how can we also spend time with our significant other? Well, easy. How do we spend time with our significant other? Find ways that you guys like and what you guys have in common. So with my significant other, like, sometimes we fall asleep on the phone because, like, I can't sleep at night or he can't sleep at night, and I just, like, having him on the phone will make me feel like someone's there with me, because I don't like being alone, and I am alone in this apartment. So he sleeps at the night with me on the phone, whether it's on FaceTime or on the phone. We share, like, moments like that, but we also share, we used to, not anymore, because he started working a lot and I started working a lot. But before, we paid this app called Monopoly, it was like $4.99. So me and him will, at night before bed, we will play Monopoly on the phone. So that's a way we connected with each other. Also, you know, obviously talking on the phone at least once a day, texting throughout the day, and just don't blow him up, give him his space. That's another way to strengthen your relationship. Me and him, like, he is my best friend. He is my rider. This is my ride or die, right? So if something is bringing me down, I vent to him. I let him know what's going on, and he helps me make the best choices, or helps me make the best decision that I can take. But he doesn't pressure me. He tells me, like, if you don't want to do it, then that's okay, you know. But you know your options, you know what's good and wrong, or, you know. So he is like a very good support system also. So he did become my best friend, and he actually became my friend first before I dated him. And we're about to be a year talking, you know, dating, but we've been officially together for months. It's just we're in that stage, and it's been hard, but he is like one of my biggest supporters, and like he pushes me hard, even though like he can be a little bit more aggressive with me wordly, because he wants me to not be emotional and be brought down. He wants to make me stronger. Like, that's his niche. Like, that's what he thinks. Like, if he makes me stronger, if he like talks to me a little bit more harder and stronger, then it's gonna make me strong, and I'm not gonna be emotional, and like nothing can break me apart. Like, that's what he thinks. But yeah, so long distance relationship is super hard in my opinion, but as long as you guys communicate, find ways to like, you know, connect and respect and trust each other, I feel like it will be a little bit more easier, a lot easier actually, than not trusting each other and not communicating, distancing apart, insulting each other, making relationships super hard. Because with him, we also try to go 3 months with seeing each other. Like, we cannot go 4 or 5 months without seeing each other. It always has to be at least 3 months, so we can see each other again next month or 2 months. But after the 3rd month, we have to make it happen. Like, that's what I noticed with him. After 3 months, the 3-month target hits, like one of us has to fly to each other and see each other, and just like, again, strengthen our relationship, because it's so hard seeing each other every day, not seeing each other every day. So after like the 3-month period, when we see each other, like we connect again, like we still strengthen our relationship even more, because that's important. Strengthen your relationship every single day, remembering why you want this person in your life, remembering why you love this person in your life. What do they have to bring to you, to your life? What do they do to your life? Who are they, and why did you pick him or her into your life? Like I said, it's communication, it is trust, it is respect, it is finding ways how to connect with each other. That's what will make a relationship a lot easier. It's not about the arguments, it's not about, you know, whether you leave or you stay. It's about finding ways how to connect, and that is super important in a relationship, and I cannot express that enough. That's right now what I have for you guys. If you guys like kind of having this type of conversation with me about long distance relationship and how we try to go through it, and let me know in the comments, and I will talk more about it. But I'm not gonna really talk about my personal experience in my relationship like that, because like I said, my significant other doesn't want our life out there. But I will give you like tips and tricks and advice on how I'm still learning, and how I feel like what I should put out there for you guys to still learn. Other than that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I shall see you very, very soon, my love.